So we have a little bit of maintenance work to do, and let me show what that is. It's in the entrance hall. When you look at that door, and I'm going to turn the camera around in a second, it has been so dry that the panels have split open and need to be repaired again. Let me show you. So I hope the camera picks this up, but what you see there and there, that's all daylight. So it's cracked all the way through. So not good for the winter. Now I need to fill that all up, and while I'm at it, I will also strip the metal of the paint. And it's with paint remover, so there is no sanding, so no risk of lead poisoning. But yet it's quite incredible to think about how much these panels have shrunk. And then of course when you look up there, let me get up off the floor, you can see this, for example. So there's nothing that keeps the cold air out in the winter. I mean, you have the doors, yes, but there's so many cracks, so we need to slowly deal with them, and we are. And yet another project that just popped up. Well, hello from Colombe. I'm really happy that the wood filler is dry, and I can sand this with a very fine grit. So the higher the number, the finer the sandpaper. I'm going to do this so then I can go back and repaint so it looks not patched anymore. So I'm really looking forward to that. Let's go. Well, hello from a very rainy afternoon here at Colombe, and we're appreciating the rain a lot because it's finally happening.
Yeah.
Since we can't work outside and we do some other projects, we were going to show you what our winter project is going to be. It sounds like, why would you talk about winter right now? But it's our second bed and breakfast room.
Yeah.
So let's have a look at where we are going to work quite a bit. And this is exciting, and we will actually ask you for input because we got a whole bunch of things, and all of them individually are great. But together we just...
Well, we haven't really seen them all together to see how well they work. So
Well, let's get them all in.
Okay.
Okay. So here we go with our assortment of things we bought over basically 2.5 years. So at a Chateau sale north of Le Mans, we got these side tables. It was a Louis XIII Chateau. It's quite remarkable. All the contents were sold off. We got some of the 18th century paneling we have, and so on and so forth. So these we find very pretty.
They need a little bit of repair.
Yeah, like everything.
Yeah.
Now, this comes also from a chateau, and I have no idea. I mean, they're style Louis XVI or they're Louis XVI. It's a medieval chateau that was in the family for 400 years. So maybe they're Louis XVI, maybe they're 1880, I don't know. But they're incredibly heavy. And so this is going to be a room with 2 mattresses on the bed, because this is larger than a king-size bed. So it's 2 meters by 2 meters. 2 mattresses, 2 box spring, but still as one bed, but it's separated. So that is one thing. Absolutely love the color. It's really, really pretty. And yes, it's a bit shabby chic, and we have not really talked about if we wanted to touch it up or leave it as is, because it's just age. So I really I kind of like it this way.
Yeah, I mean, the fabric is great, so it's just whether or not we want to leave the frames as a shabby looking thing, or it sort of depends on how the rest of the room goes, right?
Right. So number 1, tell us what you think about, should we touch them up or should we leave them as is? So then last year at a Brocante, we found this bed crumb, the ciel de lit, which is actually arched in the front. It's really lovely. And it's green, so clearly it does not
Yeah,
go
and just
with anything.
in case it doesn't pick up on camera, it's not even the same colors of green inside either.
Well, it's a moire,
'Cause-
it's a satin, so it's 2 different directions.
Yes, but then the felt around the inside frame is a completely different color of green.
And really, yeah. I think what they really did well is to put the
little
what's that?
gimp trim.
Gimping
Yes.
on here. That's very nice.
Yeah.
The rest is so not appropriate for the age of and then what we're going for. So that I have to redo. There's no question about that. The bed is going to move a bit further over. We're not going to keep these walls as they are right now, because this is really old, thick paper. And paper is made out of wood pulp. So when this was bleached once upon a time, so it was white, off-white, but white. And then over the last 100 years, it turned into this, and it looks incredibly depressing when you walk in.
It is. It's so dark and depressing.
And there is something to be said about the applique, which is not as old as we thought.
Right.
But
Yes, in case you don't know, these are actually, the florals are all applique pieces that are cut out and put on top of this, what is now the brown paper. So
yes, so Stuart has already photographed.
we've got them documented.
all
yes.
of this. So
And I still, when we get to a certain point of actually working on the walls, I am going to attempt to see if I can maybe steam one off or something, just so we have one sort of to keep as an archival sort of thing.
yeah, I think that's a good idea. They're not the same, although these are identical. They're not
Right.
even.
Yeah,
handled.
the one on top is different. Yeah.
Yes.
And someone did.
And then over there, that's different again because it has a flower that goes up. So I mean, they are quite different. They must have been really beautiful at some point.
And someone did a quite a nice job of cutting them out and putting them all together. And I'm sure at its time, it was quite beautiful in here with that.
It was a cheerful room.
Yeah.
Now, we don't have any of the original. Stuart, help me out. I'm missing the
Curtain
word.
rods?
Curtain rods. Thank you. So they're missing. We have them upstairs in the bundle, but we are not quite sure what we're going to do here. I don't think we're going to use those. We're going to use what we have seen as appropriate in a country chateau: thick wood with rings. I know there's some of you who hate that, but that's what it's going to be because that's what was appropriate for a country chateau. We're not Versailles.
Right.
Anyway, so love the blue. Green has to change. Walls, we really don't know where we're going with this. I mean, what direction we're color-wise, where we're going.
Right. We have the paneling here,
Yes.
which is great. And we'll probably do some sort of a similar treatment to the paneling in here as we've done in the other rooms that we've renovated.
Yeah, definitely a two-tone. There are more difficult ways to paint the two-tone and easier ways to paint the two-tone.
Yes. Yeah.
I'm going to use the easier way.
Of course.
Just so it's because I've done the details, and I can tell you I'm boring Guinness to death right now. Have a look. Okay, this light fixture we had for the Petit Salon downstairs because we were going with the Napoleon I theme style look. This needed to be safe. It's a beautiful piece. It has immaculately cut glass. It's stunning, and we're not keeping it. This is one thing we're going to sell in order to get the funds to do things in this room. It's fantastic. I mean, it's gilded bronze and it's in perfect working order, so I'm very, very happy about this. But what we are going to do is, because we have this beautiful trumeau, and this is the only original trumeau from 1640. So this is almost 400 years old, and we will have a large chandelier centered to the trumeau, and then it's going to be centered with the bed. So the bed's going to move over so that this is one axis, and it makes sense. Because we have so much space here. And so this is not going to stay here anyway, so that fixture is going to go there. And, oh, hold on. We have already...
That's
Isn't it
right.
cute? So these are will look really, really pretty here.
Yeah.
But of course, all of this needs to be rewired. Well, that's not true. John already rewired over there, so that's good. But we have the appliques here, so that is really, really nice. We are planning, the table will stay in this room with 2 chairs, we don't know where yet. But this will have a seating arrangement with a settee and 2 chairs in front of the non-functioning fireplace. Because when the fire is on, actually some smoke comes out on top of the trumeau because the interior of the fireplace is not, of the flue is not quite appropriate or intact anymore. So this is not going to be a functioning fireplace.
Right.
So this display cabinet was actually downstairs in the Grand Salon. It's really, really pretty. And the glass is all bowed. I mean, this is, I don't even know if you can still get glass like this today. I mean, it's amazing. It's really pretty. This will stay in this room and with some Chateau treasures in it. I absolutely love it. And I think it's a good place for it. What do you think, Stuart?
Yeah, I do.
And oh, and while we're at it, this is the ensuite bathroom for this suite. So that means we have to completely redo the 2 bathrooms this winter as well.
Right.
And before we can do that, because Stuart and I have basically each one small armoire right now with all of our clothes in. So we are going to reconfigure our bedroom and build a walk-in closet to store our clothes, and then we can tear out 2 bathrooms. Now we're going to leave the tomates. We really didn't want to, in a way, but they belong here. They've been here for 300 years. We are leaving them, right?
Right, that's correct.
So that's behind me, and we're not going to go in there because it's not pretty right now.
No, and that's a whole nother can of worms that we will talk about at a later date.
Yes.
Yes.
Now, we did get the settee at an auction. It's really pretty. Hi, Gladys. Oh, yes. Hello, Aggie. And this will go downstairs into the Grand Salon. And that painting, I don't know. Stuart wanted that painting. I wanted this painting. We don't love either of them. So, but they're going to be okay,
Yeah.
I think. By the way, this room, like the other bed and breakfast room too, or the original, has the interior shutters. Fantastic, really, really lovely. And you can open them, like folding them up. And then they are behind the curtains. So we do have an armoire with 2 doors, beautifully beveled glass. We don't know. We think it's going to go into that corner, but it might also go here. Who knows? I mean, that's, we have no opinion on
when it gets here, we'll figure it out.
Absolutely.
Right, yeah.
And by the way, there's a lot of flaking paint going on because when it was painted a long time ago, it was painted on plaster because that is a beam. So, but it was painted on the plaster, and so plaster, chalk plaster does not like to be painted. So, or the paint doesn't like the paint, so it rejects the paint. Hence, I have to sand all of this off, and yes, I'm going to wear a mask for this because this might have lead in it.
True.
Now, so we have the two sconces for the trumeau. Very much looking forward to this. And then we got this, which I think is really, really cute. And so our idea still is, I think it is, coffee maker, kettle, mugs or cups, glasses, and teas and coffee. And we would like to put a mini fridge in that corner. So we don't know how to disguise that yet, but it's we would like to have that in this room because it's a luxury room. I mean,
Right.
and this is so large, this room. I think it's about 40 square meters, that's 400 square feet. That's an entire apartment in New York City. Just saying. Or in Tokyo, you would have 5 apartments of this. Anyway, so, and here we go. Love this fabric. It's, what was this called, Stuart? It's. I think it's a Pierre Frey.
Is it the Gardeners?
It's the Gardeners or Life of the Country or something.
Like that. I think it's the Gardeners, but yeah.
It is really.
And it's an old toile pattern.
Yes, but I think it's reinterpreted.
It's been
by Pierre Frey.
reinterpreted, exactly.
So
yes.
it's really nice. Has every color in it. I mean, we have the exact color for the headboard, but also the greens for the ciel de lit, the background, which we're not going to keep. But it has so many colors in it, but it's also very busy.
It is.
So this is the thing where, let me put it this way, yes, keeping the headboards shabby chic, or should we repaint them? That's one question, but we have a lot of this.
We do, yes.
And I do really like it, but is it okay for this room or not? So let us know in the comments.
When we found it and we bought it, we really didn't have a place it was going to go at the time that we got it. We just knew that we liked it, and it became available for us to get, and so we just grabbed the opportunity at that time. So, so should it go in here? I don't know. Maybe it's too busy. I'm not sure.
Yeah, honestly, let us know in the comments, because this is something we have, honest to God, not made up our minds about colors for this room at all. So maybe we need to get Vincent here, or Stephanie and Philip, who knows. But someone needs to talk some sense into us, because normally we're very opinionated. We know exactly what we want. And to be brutally honest, in this room, we do not. I mean, we never actually thought about it until 2 weeks ago. There was this massive armoire in here, which we thought had to stay. And so again, that changed everything. So we don't know. Let us know, should this go in here or shouldn't it? It's really pretty. Now, this was one of those things we've got at an auction at an incredibly low price. It's lovely. It fits absolutely perfectly. I mean, look at this. This is absolutely amazing. It fits right in between those windows. And mind you, this trumeau in the original meaning of the word was a mirror between two windows. So this is actually a true trumeau. This is with mercury glass that has deteriorated over almost 4 centuries. So we're not going to touch this. If you don't like it, that's okay. It's not going to go, so don't even talk to me about that. Because I know it's not pretty, but it's original and we are not going to touch it. But this piece in front of it, it's really nice. And again, just saying, this could be right there. Let me throw this like this so you can see that a bit better. I think it's the right style-ish thing, but again, should it go here or not? In any case, thank you so much for bearing with us our pain of what we should do with this room. It's a good problem to have because it's a stunning room. It's in beautiful condition, and it will take me about, I don't know, at least 6 weeks to deal with the paneling. So I'm going to ride the tail end of Terry and Tracy restoring their paneling, but it's going to be very pretty when it's done, I'm sure. We just don't know how it's going to look. Thanks for watching. See you next time.
If you enjoyed this video, please use the like feature to let us know. Also, don't forget to subscribe to our Journey to the Chateau YouTube channel if you would like to see more. Once you've subscribed, you can tap the notification bell in order to ring it, which will allow you to receive all notifications from our channel. Thank you.